Cinema Kane coming back at you. Today we are talking a documentary, Pretending I'm Superman, the story of the Tony Hawk video game. So if you're a 90s kid, like me, odds are you played at least one Tony Hawk Pro Skater game. This documentary is all about the creation of that game, the reluctance of the skate community to get behind it, with the exception of a handful of people, and the overall good thing it wound up being for both video game culture and skate culture. Because the thing is I knew absolutely nothing about skateboarding except for scenes in movies that I had seen until I started playing the Tony Hawk video games. I love these games. I think my favorite one is probably Pro Skater 3 or 4. I can't remember which one specifically, but I love them all, honestly. I think they're all absolutely great games. So to see the way that this documentary unfolds and explains how they were able to get Tony Hawk on board, how they created the engine for the game, how, of all things, a Bruce Willis video game wound up somewhat becoming the inspiration for this Tony Hawk game is actually really interesting and a funny story at the beginning of the documentary when they're talking about the creation of the game. Apparently the skate culture, the actual skaters, didn't particularly want to get behind the game when it was first pitched to them. And it took Tony kind of, talking it up to his friends, showing them some stuff to really get them on board. And it's an interesting look at both the video game you love and the story behind it if you're not familiar with the story. And I was not familiar with the actual story, and that's part of why I think the documentary works as well as it does. If you're a fan of the video game, this is a very short documentary. It's like an hour and 8 minutes long. So if you're a fan of the video game and you want to check out some of how it was created and see some great interviews with some of the skaters from the game, definitely check it out. It's worth your time. I've been your host, Cinema Kane. I hope you enjoyed this review of Pretending to be Superman, the story of the Tony Hawk video game. If you did, don't forget to click like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this on all your social media platforms. And don't forget to click that bell notification. I'm still trying to grow the channel to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. And I'll see you next time at the video store.